Yo, everybody. Welcome to Speed Gaming and welcome to our race tonight from the SMZ3 combo randomizer tournament. You see him getting kicked off. We've got Bressinghamvoigt versus Daaanty. This is going to be a hype race. I'm AG. I'm going to be joined tonight by NDS. He was having a little bit of browser trouble getting the commentary stream up, so he'll be joining me momentarily. And we see Daaanty going ahead and heading into Link to the Past as is customary. Looks like just a big 20 on the. Just a heart piece in Link's house. This is a Group B match against the two 1-0, number 1 and number 2 seeds. One of these guys will leave here undefeated, and one of them will go on to face Junie June in an elimination match to determine who will be heading on to the bracket stage. Both of these runners heading to Uncle. Just hearts from the tree pull. We got a Cerberus. We got 10 arrows in Uncle's chest. And Uncle's got just a missile pack. Finally rewarded with some bombs in Sanctuary. Now we'll see if Bress is going to do a Houlihan or not to get that early money. I didn't think he would. He's got his bombs. He's going to head on out. Both of them also heading to Lost Woods. Now, Daaanty, interestingly enough, opting not to check Lumberjack leg. Got a missile pack in the mushroom spot. Whoa, wait a minute. Was that? What was that on the left? Was that Merle? Well, the good news is Danny's not going to have to check it to realize he's going to have to go there sooner or later. Yeah, absolutely. We are going to see boots. When and where is going to be the question. Taking a check at what's in Blind's hut. 10 arrows, some supers, the hook shot, and some money. Just another 10 arrows in back. You know, the thing is, both of these runners, I know they're really strong Link to the Past runners. I met them both in the Plando tournament. I remember when both of them started running SMZ3, and they have grown immensely. Hey, and there's my co-commentator, NDS. How's it going?
Hello. Good, how are you?
Doing good. Did you check out that Merle on Lumberjack leg?
That's exciting. Not for the runners, for us.
Looks like Daaanty picking up some Super Metroid essentials, including those power bombs in the way. It's going to be interesting is Danny did not opt to check Lumberjack Ledge, so he does not know that Merle is sitting there right now.
Hopefully when, so I imagine at some point soon they're going to see either the morph ball or that Aghanim access. And that'll be incentive to check it out.
Another 50 in the tavern. So far, not a lot. Not any progression. They've got the hook shot. They can't do anything with it.
I think if we find a glove, we might see one of them do the dark cave and go check out East Death Mountain. That'd be a good early play.
It would, and I like doing that play. Both of these runners are really good. They both are very familiar with each other. They know exactly what their opponent's capable of. So I expect to see them take some chances. Like, and yeah, that's a great point. I like to find that early hook shot from Mini Moldorm Cave, but bomb Mini Moldorm Cave is not that bad. But with a hook shot, it's much more preferable. And Danny rolling the dice too, going for that early Agina play.
I don't see that one as often.
Yeah, that one-off check, you know, it's one of those things like going down to Blue Bryn first. It very seldom pays off, but when it does, it usually pays off good. And Bressingham picking up Space Jump, Lamp, 50 rupees, a heart piece, and another heart piece. But that Space Jump, I think you're right. We're probably going to be seeing the morph ball here pretty soon.
These two are in the winner's side of their bracket pool, right?
Yeah, this is the 1-0 versus 1-0 match.
It's pretty exciting.
Danny got here by defeating Junie June. Bressingham defeated Sinan, I think his name is. Junie June is actually in the audience. He will be the one that is taking on the loser of this match to see which pair progresses to the bracket.
So winning this one is potentially a big deal because it would affect whether or not they face a really good player at the start of the bracket.
Yeah, I believe the way it's going to break down is the brackets are going to be set up that way as far as who has the 2-0 and who has the 2-1. It
looks like Danny's catching up a little bit, grabbing those few items.
Shout out to Nito out there in the audience. Thanks for the practice race last night. We ran a seed that can only be described as hind parts.
I've been feeling pretty relaxed about how these seeds are going to play out. Not going to get any hard mode shenanigans.
No, but it seems like since the little logic update that Total did, there have been some interesting things that have come about. Danny probably happy to get that additional pack of power bombs in Ice Rod Cave. When you go to Super Metroid, going with just 5, that is just it really is stressful.
Yeah, it's not a good time when you only have 5.
We got an early pain call from Fusion, calling Morph Ball and Fire Flea. And Danny, here we go. He's going for the fake flipper.
Normally I wouldn't see that unless they had the pearl, so they could do the waterfall cave. But I guess if you're in the area, might as well check.
Apparently, you know, from what and this and the Agena check tells me that Danny is willing to do some early one-offs to try to score some sort of advantage. And you know what? I kind of like.
This hookshot actually working out just right to do this bomb escape. Makes it a little easier.
Yeah, and as chat pointing out, Bress had exactly the number of bombs that you need to do this, which is 5. That hook shot makes sure they stay right there and blow up like they're supposed to.
Yeah, they're keeping things interesting. We got some divergence already to see what's happening over at Eastern. Boots. Well, those are nice. And you're gonna be running around soon.
And Bress not picking up much in the escape. He did get another pack of power bombs, which will be helpful. But I'm sure that's not what he was looking for that time sink in doing escape.
I didn't see them do the Dark Cross either. I think they have Lamp.
You know what? You're right.
And wasn't there a key there too? So the whole escape would be in logic now.
Yes, it would. But Bress had no bombs.
Oh.
He may be figuring on going ahead and trying Saha's Closet, and which that looks like what he's doing at Eastern, and then maybe running back around. Which is actually a good call because that means he's gonna get the boots first, so he can get it done faster.
Yeah, a happy coincidence. Grabbing those boots. Almost vanilla boots. You just put them in storage.
Still though, with both of them doing Eastern, and from what we've seen, there needs to either, what have we got left? We got Back of Escape, Dark Cross, we have Bonk Rocks, and then we have the 2 items at the bottom of Blue Brand, because Space Jump puts that item in the ceiling logic.
That's a good point. I always forget about the logic on that because I just damage boost to it.
Everybody pretty much does. But when you see those, you know, when you see that Space Jump or those high jump boots right out of the gate, you know, a lot of times it's a sign that you need to go check that pretty soon. Lamp is in Mini Moldhorn Cave.
Yeah, so that one was a pretty free item. So we've got that viewer omniscience a bit. We know they've got to go potentially down to Super Metroid and potentially through Escape. Waiting to see who goes there first.
Danny going to check out Bonk Rocks. I don't remember there being. I think there was a nothing item on library, if I remember right. And a nothing item in Bonk Rocks.
Yep.
Okay, and Danny gonna go make that check, and he's gonna find out. Yeah, buddy. Yep, it's one of those. Well, MST, you're gonna get the AGA for sure. Okay, Danny foregoing any of the escape checks and just going right straight into Super Metroid.
Darn, no moonfall. I love that moonfall. Would you consider yourself more of a Super Metroid person or a Link to the Past person?
I came here from Super Metroid. That's what brought me to Twitch. Pretty much a Super Metroid person. But getting into the actually combo randos is what got me started doing Link to the Past. These things right here.
Me too. Yeah, I was a Super Metroid person myself, and I always liked the other game, but yeah, never considered it for speedrunning until we started doing these things. Okay, healing item was not the play.
Okay, so it's pretty much down to this, guys.
Yep.
Well, that makes sense because we've already seen the key and the map. So we've got 4 items coming here.
I do like the play of going to escape before going to Super Metroid, just because the item density is so much higher in Link to the Past.
Plus, I mean, in a case like this, in this particular situation, I'm going to check them just in case the item that's waiting for me is Morph Ball.
Oh, yeah. So we've got the cape there in Dark Cross. That's part 1 of our puzzle. Now we need a sword.
I almost hope it is Morph Ball, and then it's go find the sword.
Oh.
We got a glove.
Going up the mountain. Let's see how far this seed control. I'm extending that chain out. Show them the pearl early.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Show them the pearl early and make them do some work for a while.
Yeah, I like this seed. I love the fact that I'm not running it, but I like this seed. And Danny's starting his escape run. No reversed, because I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because y'all always do. BugNet only works in the swordless version because you have to have a sword to cut the curtain. I didn't see what the old man gave up. I'm guessing it's not much.
I feel like as soon as I see an item that's not needed, I just get an amnesia about it. It's like, oh, well, that happened. Oh, it was an E-tank.
All right, so would not be surprised to see Bress jump into Business Center in Super Metroid. There is one item there he can get, and another item he can look at. Just a missile pack. Now needs to shoot that. Okay,
That was a close one.
It really sucks to miss that thing and have to wait for it to come back around. And just a heart piece at Croc Escape. Oh, that's probably a death warp from down. That's right, Wesker. I forgot about that. You can shoot a super on the floor and make it change directions.
Welcome, everybody, from SpeedGaming 4. Joining us for this Super Metroid Link to the Past race.
We've got a good one. Bressingham versus Daaanty. We've got Merle on Agaledge. And right now they're hunting for a sword. Bress coming up with various suit. Oh boy.
And we got Morphless Upper Norfair to check out. The chain continues.
Well, you know, one interesting thing that I didn't bring up is because they have Space Jump, the first item in Alpha Peebs is also in line.
Ooh, that'd be a fun one.
Bress getting not a lot of help in Paradox whatsoever.
Bress gonna try that bomb jump again. It's much easier to line it up when you have a sword.
I'm not sure, Link. I thought that Space Jump was enough. I may be wrong.
I think it's I think it can be Space Jump or Ice to get up that shaft. Because you can just shoot down all those enemies with supers. We got a medallion over on the island. That could be important later.
Bonk Rocks has been checked. It was just a missile pack.
Yeah, these two have been thorough.
Yeah, we've seen everything that is possible to see right now. And just a heart piece, so
yep.
Yeah, it's Morphless Norfair time. I love this scene.
Oh, having a little trouble climbing the business center. There we go.
What'll really be cool is if we see Wave Beam pop up. Because that'll put Croc in logic. No, it won't. They'd have to have Speed Booster and Wave. My bad, they don't have.
Ice Rod.
Yep, can't collect it right now without Morph Ball, but at least he knows where it's at.
Oof. There's so many of those now. Little backtracks all over the place. So let's see, we got, I think, 4 items here. Or no, 6. They can get the speed booster items too.
Yes. And I mean, they have some ammo. It's out of logic, but because they have space jump, they can get the wave item. They just have to gate glitch to get back out. The main thing they want to be sure of is they don't fall down on the spikes, because then they're soft lock. And there's our sword.
Here we go. Time for some AGA. After that sword, I would almost be tempted to just leave. Come back later for the other stuff after doing Lower Norfair.
I think that would be a pretty cool play. This looks like one of those run you all over the place back and forth seed. Oh, but I bet he's glad he did. That's a good one to go ahead and grab.
Yeah. MST and I would have had no speed booster had we been playing. Yeah, this is all like lots of close vanilla items. We had the boots close to Sahasrara. We had speed booster next to speed booster.
They still need wave beam for Croc to be in logic. In the normal logic, the gate glitch is not in logic, and to do it as is, they'd have to go down Frog Speedway and then do the gate glitch to get over.
Oh, my favorite, Spring Ball.
The second best item in the game.
What could be better?
High jump boots.
Oh, no, I'm a big Spring Ball enthusiast.
And Bress getting that gate glitch on the first try. Well, Bress told me earlier he was looking forward to dropping frames all through this race, and he ought to be proud.
Okay, so now we have some time to chill a bit as Bress goes and does AGA, I think.
Yeah, I don't see him going all the way up Red Tower just to check that one other item. I can't see it happen.
The cape was on Death Mountain, right? Oh no, Dark Cross. Cape was Dark Cross. Good memory, chat.
Yeah, I think it was Varia that was on Death Mountain.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got the cape box. Blue Cane won't actually work.
With that hookshot in tow, we actually have a lot of the Dark World to explore. It's going to be a lot of overworld checks for the next 20 or 30 minutes.
And Trey, right, reversed. That object there in lava missiles, you have to be able to morph into a ball to actually pick it.
If that item was one block higher, you could actually do that kind of crouch shuffle glitch to get it, but one tile too low.
Danny not taking the chance on getting soft locked, and they're trying to do the gate glitch.
Noticing Daaanty is losing a bit of time, just on execution in this Super Metroid portion here.
Yeah, Bress has built up a little bit of a lead here. He had one already, actually, because of his routing choices at the beginning. But the Super Metroid has padded it a little bit, I would say. Danny, you know, always been much more of a Link to the Past runner, I believe. You know, him getting into SMZ3 is what brought him into Super Metroid. He has grown quickly. He really has. Bress, on the other hand, he had some Super Metroid background. Either that or he really blossomed quick because he got crisp really fast.
He's got to put in that effort, right?
Yeah, that grinding. You being from Super Metroid, you know what the grind is like.
Oh yeah. I grinded for tech for a couple years in Smash Bros, so Super Metroid felt like a vacation. No pressure.
Just another little comment, though, from the runs that I've seen from Bress. He seems to have an innate talent for routing. He seems to have a knack for, he generally picks out the correct route, a really efficient route.
Yeah, that's a tough skill to get. Yeah, how trolly is Aga going to be today? So far, not so bad. Oh, that's 3 good ones in a row. 4 good ones in a row. Oh, almost perfect.
I ruined the perfect RNG.
Oh, now how many in a row? We're gonna get another 5 of these. Yeah, that's 3.
That's gonna be it though, because we all know he's gonna throw the energy ball this time. Aga is down. Danny, meanwhile, is heading up Aga Tower now. All right, so Turtle Rock a 5-6. Misery Mire the green. I wonder where Bressingham's going now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We only have the speed booster items left, right?
Oh, wait, there is one other thing he can pick up. And like you said, having that hook shot, you're going to see a plethora of overworld checks now.
Yeah, he's going to grab the Moon Pearl and just go, 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 all through Dark World.
All right, so Bress saved and quit at 34:30. We'll see. Danny is not that far behind. I'd say maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. 1 heart left. Hopefully this goes well.
Oh, he's fine.
Just gotta play it safe.
Bress going straight for the catfish check. I kind of agree with this. Whenever you have a seed like this, it starts off a little trolly like this. I typically think that it's going to run you all the way around to Hype Cave before you get what you're really in there to get your next. So I don't typically dip pod that early.
Yeah, pod would be more appealing of a route if they had a potion. They could break in a bit.
Exactly. With the lamp, if I could bottle glitch, then yeah, I would probably dip pod. But as is, nah.
Yeah, not worth it.
All right, so Danny, which in this type of race is nothing. There's so many things that can still happen. Bress electing to do the early Skull Woods check. I'm actually a fan of this.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I don't know if I only find one item in the front. Sometimes I'll just skip the back. Like running to the back and doing that first mummy room there is kind of annoying.
Yeah, unless you have something like red cane or ether or bombos to destroy everything and then refill up your magic. I'm with you. If I find one in the front, I bail. And then when I come back to do Skull Woods, I'll go to the back first and then work my way out. Oh, and Bress getting that position into where the statue is just a little bit too far one way and will not activate the button.
Oh my god. And that mummy snuck right in there.
Danny now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was the perfect pixel alignment to just have a bad day.
Danny deciding to dip pod and being bow locked immediately.
There is oh, I don't think he realizes he should leave yet. Unless Danny knows the other glitch, the way to clip the enemies out of bounds.
Oh, I can assure you he knows it.
Wow, no pause buffering either.
No, this is linked to the past. This is Danny's thing.
Wow, that was fast.
Him pull also. So yeah, that was really smooth. Really good job. Now, you were talking about execution in Super Metroid. Now here's the other side of the coin.
Absolutely. You'll definitely make up for it with that, because you spend so much time in Link to the Past. You weren't kidding when you said this would be a good race.
Yes, yes, I have been looking forward to this. Don't get me wrong, Bress is no slouch in Link to the Past by any means, but Daaanty is. Whew. Bress, meanwhile, in his travels, has not really come up with anything. See him dip in Thieves Town now, hammerless. Calculated risk, but it can come back and bite you.
I think usually the item density is going to pay off. At least you'd hope, right? Especially with this being like... What do they have after this? Just down to Hype Cave.
Yeah, I think Digging Game, Stumpy, Hype Cave. But having that speed booster, they have some Super Metroid locations open as well. Daaanty doing that hammer jump with no problem. Okay. Oh, yes, they have mirror. I'm sorry. Bress came up with mirror. I did not see that. So, yes, K45. They also have Graveyard Ledge.
They have full Tower of Hera, too. Tower of Hera would be kind of trolly, sending them all the way back there.
It would kind of be in line with how the siege been so far, though.
Yeah,
they have a lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, and Daaanty did come up with our first bottle. And when he gets that mirror, he's going to be able to check it while he's in Dark Kakariko. I missed mirror too. A chess game. Thank you, chat.
We were so focused on the pod.
Yeah, hypnotized by that mimic click voodoo.
Yeah, straight up magic. Ooh, that is a low heart count for the blind fight.
He's going to get a little bit in here.
Oh, and it is a item in the big chest kind of layout. So very well may have to come back.
Bress definitely going to have to be careful here. That well, he has cape.
Oh yeah.
I probably would have grabbed that hard under that pot before I went in there, but
that's some confidence right there. Oh, this is textbook. He's been practicing this one.
Well, like I said, Bress is no slouch at A Link to the Past by any means. And as yet, pulling off a perfect blind. Picking up that pendant to be ready for part 2 of the Metroid MST Holy Trinity, the PED part of the series.
Oh. That mummy room. Fighting them with a fighter sword is no fun.
And hook shot doesn't stun them, but isn't it interesting? A hook shot won't stun them, but a little blue boomerang will. And Bress doing all that work for just a big 20.
Of all that hard labor.
I got to be honest with you, with the way things are right now, I would have considered stopping an archery game and boosting up some money a little. You have Moon Pearl now. If you go through these checks and there's nothing, I would have considered a fake flipper, Waterfall of Wishing, and maybe throwing Zora in there.
How profitable is the Arrow game?
You net about 100 per trip, I believe.
That's if you're good. I don't think I've ever won that game.
No, there's a setup. It's just where you stand and when you shoot, and it'll be perfect every time. I learned it in 2 minutes, and trust me, if I can learn it in 2 minutes, anybody else can.
Good call. I should go learn that. Are we gonna have a real hype cave? Come on, real hype cave.
It was actually Bressingham who taught me the setup, as a matter of fact. That's not hype.
Yay! Yep, send them all the way back to Skull Woods with that. Skull Woods and the shovel game.
I love this scene.
The shovel.
Running.
Do you want the progression to be at the moth or at the shovel?
Huh, that's a really good question. Probably the moth, because if I'm him, I'm going to check this shit. No, I'm wrong. He is not going to do either of those things right now. He's going to Hera. That's his fire source for the basement.
Yeah, good point. At least this feels it's more a progression rather than revisiting an empty dungeon.
Looks like Danny is going to run over and check Graveyard Ledge after finding that mirror. Now, this is something Bress did not do.
Yeah, it could be a pivotal moment. Got supers. Up in the tower.
Ah, Danny just scored a big 20.
Another big 20.
Bress setting up for the Hera pot. Nicely done. Danny, oh, I forgot. Danny also checking King's Tomb.
Huh, interesting. I don't think I've actually seen that glitch before, the Hera pot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There was a big debate about it for a while. There's another one you can do that I believe drops you right in on Gan.
See, that one might be too far.
Yeah, they kind of disallowed that one. So Danny, again, willing to go do those one-offs, looking for the strike, but so far coming up empty.
Might end up being a volume game with all of the big populated checks. Oh, gets booped by Moldorm. One more try.
And Trolldorm claims another victim. Part of me hates to see that for Bress. Part of me is a little satisfied that it doesn't just happen to me.
Oh, Moldorm sped up. And that's 2-0 for Moldorm. The best of 5 here.
And the really crappy part is when you're in a race. Oh no, that's 3. When you're in a race and this happens, it just intensifies the frustration because you feel that clock ticking while this is going.
Although it is demonstrating just how substantial that lead is. You can measure it in how long it takes Daaanty to get through the Thieves' Town. Oh no. 4-0.
Folks, this fight right here is one of the reasons why they don't want runners to have their mic audio on during the race. I promise.
She gets some self-commentary, lots of swearing.
Yeah, they better not turn mine on when something like this is happening. I'll tell you now.
There we go. Oh no. Another one.
The vanilla Moldorm fight can be one of the most frustrating. I would rather, and I mean this, I would rather do Hammer Trinex than do this fight right here.
Oh no.
No, and not down the middle.
I was just thinking that this probably came up in playtesting when they were making this game, and that's why they put like 18 hearts outside the room. Like, yeah, they're gonna need these.
ST Smith, same. I hated this boss when I first started. Oh no.
He left. He just left.
I think he was afraid that if he stayed much longer, the little "Finish Him" logo was going to come up on the screen. I'm sorry, Brett. But I know how that feels. I do.
Yeah. Everyone's got to experience that a few times.
The last combo randomizer tournament, my first race broadcast, Trolldorm knocked me down 5 times.
And you're stronger for it.
That's an opinion. But what I'm saying, I know how it feels, and it can. it can kind of put you on tilt for a minute.
Looks like we're going to get another mimic clip here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bress knows how to do it as well. So this, you know, that might have been a break that Danny needed to kind of close the gap a bit, because he definitely has closed that.
Mm-hmm. We're running really low on checks again. We got the moth fight in that area, and then the speed booster checks. I think that's it.
That shovel, right?
Oh, and the shovel. You're right.
And the bottle check.
Did neither of them do that one? Weird.
I didn't see Danny check Sick Kid. Did he, chat?
You think they would have with the mirror being in Thieves Town, right? So while they were there?
Yeah, because they got the mirror out of... All right, well, Bress got the mirror out of Chess Game, but did not have a bottle until he just checked K45. Danny, on the other hand, got a bottle out of Pop. Okay, but they said he did not check, and he probably forgot. That's easy to do. Meanwhile, while we were talking, Bress pulling off that mimic clip as well. Now, with what the checks that Danny has been doing, I expect to see him run check this shovel right now. And it looks like that's what he's doing. Yeah, this is exactly one of those one-offs that he has been doing every chance he gets.
Oh, and it wasn't what he needed.
Man, that can also get frustrating when you keep doing that, you know, trying for that morph ball play, that, you know, mitts play where you score and it just keeps on doing that to you. That can get a little frustrating as well. But now Danny's going to make his way up to Hera. All right, so while we're seeing some checks we've already seen, we're about an hour in. Welcome to SpeedGaming. This is the Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer Tournament Group B. Bressinghamvoigt versus Daaanty. Both of these runners, 1-0. They are fighting for the title of who is going to advance to brackets. I'm AG, and I am joined by a top-tier runner in his own right, N. Diaz.
Hello.
And we're having some fun.
Did you see that speed thing that Daaanty did to get into that pot?
Yes, I did.
Wow. I gotta learn that setup. Let me grab that clip. Somebody clip it.
Hey, Reverse, clip that, will you? Shout out to Reverse, who happens to be my son.
You've got some delegation going on. That's good. Oh. What?
I will file that away for future use.
How did that work?
He used the map buffer to stop his momentum. He buffered in a direction change and then took the map back off so he wouldn't fall off. He caught it just in time and rewarded with the flippers.
That's progression right there.
So that gives them what? That gives them the Zora checks. That gives them the first chest in Swamp, I believe.
Oh, I would love it for it to be Swamp. That sounds nice and trolly. Oh,
yeah.
Grabbing some money.
And there's that clip. Thank you, son. Did Breast checks it, kid?
I don't recall. Oh,
he did.
Chattison, he did. Okay.
Thanks, Relkin. Shout out to Relkin, our tracker. Thank God we have one, because I can't keep up with my own stuff, much less two other people. We got an ice beam.
What does that give us? I don't think nothing. That's sad.
It cements the fact that tripped up Red Tower to the first
Oh my gosh.
check in Alpha Peeps is in logic, definitely and for sure.
So this means, yeah, we're down to the Moth, Alpha Peeps. I guess Sora could have something here. We'll see.
Well, with Speed Booster, they've also got some stuff in
yeah.
Super Metroid. They got some items in early Supers. I see there's 2 in there. And then there's 2 in Pink Brand that they can get. And there's actually another one underneath the Crumble Bridge in early Supers if you know the quick drop and the jump out. But you would probably want to save before you do that because it's an instant soft lock if you screw it. It's at this point that I'm going to cautiously say that Danny has taken the lead. I believe I would have done that Mothula thing before I came here again, though.
I feel like for myself, if I get that speed booster, I'm heading to Pink Bryn.
Well, we see a heart piece at Terminator. I forgot to count that item. Danny got 4 energy tanks, so he's just electing to go right through those space pirates. Really similar to the new route technique that you see in any the old route technique. New route, they kill them because you have to conserve energy. So just a note tank under the Crumble Bridge. We'll leave that there for MST.
That's a big old nothing missile pack. And some vanilla first supers.
Now, a lot of runners at this point will save up here in case there's trash in Pink Brin, but he's not going to do that. He's going right past the save point.
Yeah, I'd sooner save and quit and then, or leave if I get something I need. Just get back to the ship, get out of there.
Mostly I save if I've come down here with something like screw attack, and there's a chance of me locking myself in the block somewhere.
Yeah, good point. That happened to me once. Not a fun time. And
Okay.
That was a big bust.
Bress, meanwhile, doing that Mothula fight, I don't know if he checked the chest first. I doubt he would. Typically, you just do this fight because you know you have to regardless.
Hopefully it takes less tries than Moldor.
Oh, and Bress losing that spin before he got that. Mothula can be really catty about hiding up there in those spikes. Little coward.
Yeah. Especially with a fighter sword fight. There's just so much more time to lose.
Yeah, and with no half magic, that's really...
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Bress has got to be super careful here.
Oh no. I'm not stressed. Are you stressed? I'm a little stressed.
Not at all.
What?
Oh, man.
Wow, that moth came right at him. That was really a quick movement at the end. Yeah, I've never seen that moth just go that fast, straight diagonal like that.
And look at this. Daaanty is going up Red Tower.
Oh, man.
Bress has got to be getting a little frustrated right now.
So it's either Moth or it's Red Tower, and with Bress giving up on Moth, then pretty clear lead for Daaanty.
Yeah, because Bress is going to do those checks that Daaanty's already done. I see him setting up for the Houlihan now, but he's not going to get any help. Unless he's getting potion money.
Yeah, that could be. Well, no, he's probably going towards the desert now to fill up. Wait, never mind.
Nah, he's going... Yeah, Zora has been checked. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, the moth holds the key.
And it is not... You know what would be interesting is if Mothula doesn't have the item, it's in that little chest before you go to Mothula.
Oh, yep, that'd be a good one. Or if they don't have the big key in there yet, and it's just in the big chest, and you even have to go further back.
You can't do that without Morph Ball because you have to set off a power bomb to check what's behind it.
Rafflewaddle, this is a difficult seed, but not a hard logic seed. A bit trolly. We got a water walk here. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, this is a neat little glitch. I like this. But again, this seed's an example of what I've been telling you about some of the stuff that's been being cranked out since that logic update. Because trolly, this is.
I kind of wish Bress had gone for the double water walk, like water walk into Fake Flipper. Then you can just go right off to the waterfall ledge item. So he is getting around not having those flippers. Although maybe it's the swamp first chest. Could be our twist.
I forgot about that. Oh, man. Danny getting some potions and filling up. I got a feeling he's heading to Moth.
Oh. Oh no. Having some difficulty swimming.
That portal can be like that grapple hole leading the shack tool. Remember when you first started playing Super Metroid and it was so hard to fly up through that hole?
Yeah, absolutely.
That whirlpool can be, it can seem like no matter what you do, you just go round and round it.
What are we missing for MST's trifecta?
Just well, we need Ted.
Oh, and Shack Tool, right?
And it looks like Danny is gonna go check that chest first, and if this is the item, why?
Big key, come on. Oh, another little key.
Well, that's gonna save him a fire rod shot. And without half magic, that counts. But I would point out that Danny came in here with a magic refill. Bress had a red potion.
But Andy's been having that great Link to the Past execution. I imagine they've got this fight down super well. I'm going to roll the dice and say it's in Swamp. Whatever we're looking for is in Swamp.
Okay, so Bress going back to Tower of Hera?
Going to be very disappointed with those flippers. Yeah, Noctis, this is a forced fighter sword green male 6 heart moth fight. At least as far as it looks right now.
Yeah, smooth. Nice job, Danny. He refilled that fire rod and it is the big.
Yes. Now we'll go back again.
Because that's where the item is. One of them did check that statue room. So whatever item Skull Woods hold is in that big chest. The other item, I think the first one was what, a heart piece or something? And now we have Bressingham versus Muldorm, the rematch. This time it's personal. Nice job. And right now, Bress is thinking, why in the hell didn't I do that the first time? I guarantee you that's what he was thinking. And Mitts in Skullwood.
That's the good stuff.
Hey, you know what that puts in logic? A 6-heart green male ice palace tree.
Yeah, we got Smith Chain. That'll take a while. I think in Dark Death Mountain sounds pretty appealing.
Turtle Rock medallion is, because that's going to be an issue, I think. Wasn't there a medallion out there on the floating island?
There sure was. I think it was Ether.
Ether is Daanty's favorite medallion. A bit of trivia there for you. He says because the animation is the fastest of the three. Which ought to let you tell you something about his link to the past. When you're at the point where you're counting the animations on the medallions to shave time, Danny, you forgot something.
Is he doing a chest teleport glitch, or is this a mistake? He's doing a glitch. What? What is this magic?
That's right, because he mirrors and there it is, right?
So much technology.
Yep. Hey, Tula, I lived there for 4 years. So, Danny, going to check that first chest in Swamp, which is pretty much in sync with all the rest of the things he's been doing.
That's a bit surprising, given that you'd think he'd want to push that glove advantage.
He doesn't know that it's an advantage right now.
Mm-hmm.
He would not, in a minute, imagine that Bress has had the trouble.
Oh.
And Danny showing why going in Swamp Palace with green mail can be trying sometimes. Hey, and Diaz, you there?
I sure am.
Okay, just making sure. There's a little, I heard you say, oop, there's a little glitch right here where suddenly I had the little spinny wheels and the connecting to chat. I was wanting to make sure I was actually here, or you were here, or everybody was here.
I'm just sitting here waiting for this juicy, dark Death Mountain. Let's get some progression here. I just feel so bad for Bress. Doing a lot of catching up.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because if it's not here, then other than maybe one or two one-offs, you're talking about Ice Palace. Mitts were in Skullwood's big chest.
Ooh. Flute means they can go check out the screw, or no, they can't get the screw attack item. Never mind. You need screw attack for that.
No, but they can do the mire. They can do Mire Shed and Checkerboard Cave, and that gives them access to Desert, which is a red crystal.
Can't get into Turtle Rock right now. I think they need bombos. That's a pendant mire too. Good call. That is very annoying.
You can't via Lower Norfair?
I think you still need a Screw Attack without Morph.
Let me think. Yes. Well, no, you can get through Fast Pillars. You can't get through Worst Room in the Game because of the Brick Ridge. You can get through Fast Pillars with a Shine Spark, but you can't get through Worst Room in the Game.
Oh, yeah, that is good. You need PBs to get up to the elevator as well.
Yeah, I knew the elevator was out. I was trying to see if you could actually go all the way around, but no, you can't. The Worst Room in the Game will stop you. Unless you can figure out how to store a spike suit spark and spark in. Danny activating that flute immediately, because that and the ether tablet is pretty much all he got from Dark Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm. And if Meyer is locked, we've got an ice palace to check. What a lovely scene.
I'm loving this scene. I'm loving the fact that it ain't me having to do it, and I'm loving what. They can't get their fusion.
But maybe in a little bit. Only need a couple more items to get there. Nothing in the shed.
And Brass coming prepared this time.
They've got the big supply of fire rod shots. Not playing any games.
Oh, but he's wasting a couple of them. He needs to be careful with that. Oh, he brought two.
Now that.
Hey, look at there. Look at there. There's the hammer.
There we go. That's the thread. That unlocks a lot now.
All right, so now we've got Swamp to full clear. We have, again, Ice Palace that can be full cleared. Hammer Pegs, Spike Cave.
Rest in peace, Super Metroid. We've barely known you for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, no, and still no Morph Ball.
Oh,
could this be the fabled Morph Ball on Laser Bridge seed?
For some reason, I was thinking that they had biased the Morph Ball to be earlier, but then I remembered that was only for Multi-World.
Yeah, because it can definitely still be on Laser Bridge as of 3 days ago. Ask me how I know.
Oh, God.
There you go. And Breast picking up those mitts. And Breast knowing that he's gonna have to get going. I guarantee you Breast realizes he's behind at this point.
Noctis, I think the Desert Ledge was checked very early by Daaanty.
And it looks like Breast is following that same train of thought. He's going to go check out Dark Death Mountain. Which makes sense. That was a good call, Diaz. I probably would have done the same thing. Because you're going for that item density.
Yeah, that swamp check when he had Dark Death Mountain to check was kind of a strange one.
Well, he was already over there doing
Yeah, that's
purple
very true.
chest.
Very true.
You know.
Nice fight. That was pretty quick.
And hammer Lamellus is not as easy as he made it look. Because that hitbox is stupid.
It's very
kind of
tiny.
like botch wounds in Super Metroid. Side note, the stupidest hitbox in Super Metroid, botch wound.
I don't know, the frozen wall climbing pirates are also kind of janky. They've got really big invisible backs.
Yeah, where you stand like a half inch above them. Yeah, I like that.
And for the new folks, Bluesman asked the question, what's the win condition? You have to beat the final boss of both games. And there's 4 portals between the games.
Wait a minute, what did Danny find? He found something that brought him into Super Metroid?
No, it looked like he did a hard reset, then went back in.
Okay, alright.
It's a pathing choice.
Okay, thanks, MST. Oh, wow. Is he going to fill his bottles again? Because if that's what he's doing, I'm expecting to see him do the Ice Palace play.
For sure. I like that one too.
Yeah, Relkin bringing up a point. How about use that flute, buddy?
He needed a little walk to clear his mind. You know? It's been a hell of a day. That's a good question, Jimmy. We actually, Total is developing Key Sanity for this.
Yes, they are playing the alpha test seeds now. Because, you know, Key Sanity for SMZ3 combo randos. Because, hey, these things just weren't long enough.
Yeah. People were finishing them in under 3 hours. That's not okay. No.
I make that joke, but I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm a big fan of A Link to the Past Key Sanity. I love it, and I think it's going to be a great addition. And Danny going in for that Ice Palace Bressingham, soon to find his hammer. And there it is. There's the Morph Ball in Ice Palace.
Oh, the journey. The troll is ended. Now they've just got all of Super Metroid to do.
What a great scene. There were just, yeah, I'm cool with this. I mean, hour and a half in before you find Morph Ball, that's trolling. And I mean, hour and a half at these players' level, because they've been wasting no time. Yeah, Billy could have, but going in Ice Palace without the hammer, 6 heart green mail is a pretty big dice roll. I would only do something like that if I was down to a desperation check or if I was in a plando.
I kind of like
that's me.
That play from Daaanty. annoyed at the bomb jump and just, hovered it. No problem.
Yeah, who need forget the bomb jump?
Making it look.
And because he has hook shot, he doesn't have to go the long way around. That is so handy. There's also a nice little bomb jump you can do here, but hook shot makes it so much easier. Bressingham, meanwhile, is going to collect his Desert Palace red crystal. Wait, has he not picked up the hammer yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, don't forget that, Danny. Bress. Do not forget that. Wait, Bress has not done a Gina yet, has he? Nah, he's probably going to come out of here and roll those two checks to you. Right side Ice Palace not holding a whole lot. They both did again early? Okay. I'm old. I don't remember things well. Sue me. You knew what you were getting when you asked me to do comp. And Bress defeating Lamlas, picking up that crystal.
Yeah, despite the delays, having 3 crystals each now is not too bad of a feeling.
No, not at all. And what helped Bress was that early lead that he padded. Now that Super Metroid has come into play, it's going to get interesting. And Bress finding that hammer and going, oh, thank God, something. And then his next thought being, damn, Ice Palace. How about you, Diaz? Are you like, I think most runners just would prefer to avoid Ice Palace altogether if possible.
I enjoy it. I don't know if my route is optimal. I do a lot of bomb jumps. Like, I'll go the big key route, and I'll bomb jump that room, or instead of dropping down to the chest, you go right.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what I do.
But it never feels optimal. There's just so many ways to go in there. I'm like,
have you learned the icebreaker yet?
No. What's that one?
Oh, that's the one where in the switch room at the beginning, you just go right and clip right through that wall to the chest.
Is that legal?
Yes, it has been made legal.
Oh my god.
That and diver down. You really need to check that.
I feel like I'm like a year out of date on Link to the Past legalities.
Oh, it won't take you very long to learn those. It's pretty easy.
That is very exciting. That kind of makes Ice Palace a little bit more tolerable for that.
Now, you do have to have red cane for both of those tricks. Just pointing this out that neither one of them actually have that at this point. So it would not be possible. But it's an option. Now, Daaanty destroying that last little eyeball with the hammer there. Okay, so it looks like Danny is going to check that screw attack item now And probably go ahead and check the items above GT. If there's whatever's there, if there's something at the top of the crumble bridge that he can't get, if there's no item right above GT that he can get, you probably see him reset right back to the ship, and that starts him out in Super Metroid proper.
Oh, that's a good one. Gotta love that plasma beam.
See, I thought he was going to jump back into Link to the Past and save that real quick. That's what if I find a good item there, I'll jump back through that door and save that. See, now he's going to reset, and he's going to lose that plasma.
Well, if he's on his way to Ridley, I wouldn't... it's not too bad. You just grab plasma and you go through again. Also lets you save those supers for later.
Yeah, if he's going right back there, I guess so. If he's going to go through Lower Warfare, but if he was going to do the rest of the checks from up here,
yes, yeah,
I believe I'd have saved that plasma.
You know, it's not a bad time to check wrecked ship either, just because of all like having the right items to do it.
Oh, yeah, he can full clear wreck ship. Bress also making that Swamp Palace first chest check. Best beam is wave.
I think the trolliest thing that we could get now is if they have to go back to Swamp for something.
Well, this seed's been, I'm looking for it.
Yep. Yeah, right now the situation is really all of Super Metroid. Just go do the things and hope gravity doesn't show up for a while. Want to avoid that Meridia time sink.
And Criteria Supers having nothing. No, the thing about Best Beam is just kind of like something MST said in one of his videos about reserve tanks. I mean, you may feel that reserve tanks are good, and you are entitled to your opinion. Your opinion would be wrong.
Oh, no.
But you're entitled to.
Reserve tanks have some interesting glitches with them. There's a hack called Containment Chamber, and reserve tank is actually required to finish that hack. Same with the sequel. I forgot what that one was called.
I've not played that one. This was actually in one of MST's Let's Play videos on Super Metroid Redesign, which got me. His videos got me through that hack, which thank you, MST.
Ooh.
His videos also are the thing that got me to play that hack, which I'm not real sure I should thank you for that. But Bressingham going on into Swamp now with that hammer. Danny finding silvers behind Morph Ball.
Yeah, the my favorite reserve tank tech, because who doesn't love a reserve tank, is like death scumming. By pausing, you save your life by pausing while your health's at 0, refilling up to like 29, and then just immediately pausing after it unpauses, and you can just chain that again and again.
That is useful.
But
And
very
truth
niche.
be known, in these, early on, I'll grab a reserve tank in a heartbeat. Somewhere along the line, Danny picked up the other beam of contention, which is Spazer. The opinion on that is kind of split in the Super Metroid community. Also known as the Sephi beam, much to Sephi's chagrin.
feel like we've been debated. We saw the plasma, but now we have to settle for Spazer.
If you don't have plasma and you know you won't get it for a while, you're not settling with Spazer. Danny using those power bombs to get rid of those big side hoppers, and Bressingham doing the always beloved menu fight.
Is the menu fight quicker than the spin attacks? Does spin attacks with Fighter Sword work?
Yeah, I would say that the way he's doing it is definitely quicker to do the menu attacks with hammer, because he was grabbing two at a time.
Oh, yeah. Sailor Inept says menu is always the slowest way to do it.
Really? Even when you're grabbing two at a time? Oh.
Each eye takes 3 hits, so spin and a slash. Actually, that's not too bad.
Daaanty finding a note tank at charge, and now he's checking. Ah, and finds the high jump boots.
The best item.
Huh?
The best item.
Well, when you've already got that speed booster, you know what that does to your jump height, and it also affects you with the space jump. So he's happy to find those high jump boots.
I think those high jump boots being a good item is a popular opinion. I think I heard a few of the SM runners say that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually was watching Os do this section here, Pink Bryn. He placed a power bomb above where the charge beam item is, and so opened up the way to the charge beam item, and also opened up the way to this this item here in the wall.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You can place it against the roof on the right side of that tiny little passage down below. So it's a way to conserve a power bomb early on. Third try on that gate glitch. Not bad.
I forgot I was on push to talk. I usually put it underneath that ledge there that he was standing on to get into Wavegate. So it'll open Wavegate and the way to Sports Spawn skip. That way when I come out of Sports Spawn, I can go straight in there. But I'm glad you told me about that. I didn't know about that other place.
Yeah, it's something to mess around with. I really liked it. I was doing a practice run and I tried using it and it actually saved me. You just get an extra bomb for later.
Bress, I thought he was at the entrance to Ice Palace. Not sure what he's doing right now.
See, this is a lot of investment for Brinstar. There's something Wild Anaconda says. He always talks about Brinstar skip. I love a good Brinstar skip.
Yes, because it can really pay off.
Yep.
Also, it can take a really huge chunk out of your butt when something's in.
Hey.
No, he's not doing this.
This is
he
fun.
is not doing this.
Little side trip. Oh. One bonk. Oh, you went in there and didn't even stop to see the burb.
Bressingham really no, he's got gravity.
Uh-oh.
Where Where was gravity?
Hey team, we missed gravity. Chat, assemble. Yeah, it must have been hidden in swamp. Oh my gosh, that's a troll.
That is actually big, and it's a break for Bress.
Yeah, that could swing.
That now he can go anywhere.
Although Murdia is also the biggest bait. Sometimes Murdia just lets you down and takes 30 minutes of your life away. Oh,
Look.
that's Turtle Rock access.
Okay, I know what he did. He went into Ice Palace and got his morph ball and bailed. That's what he did.
Get some of that fight music.
This has really become an interesting race right now. Bressingham going for the Shine Spark kill a bit low there. Your optimum hit is right through Dragon's face, right through his jaw. That does the most damage. Oh, and unfortunately that goo getting on him right before that power bomb hit. But
looks like the just off screen, so it didn't trigger the grab. That's kind of nice. That is actually a boss lead for Bress.
And this is what I was talking about, where we were talking about Danny's execution in ALTTPR. He's not bad at Super Metroid, don't get me wrong, but this is where Bress, I believe, has the slight edge now that Super Metroid has come into play.
Mm-hmm. Say even the way that Danny is routing Brinstar is he's losing a little bit of time. Definitely
yeah, he's invested. You're like you said, he's investing a lot of time into this.
Mm-hmm.
There's that moonfall you were looking.
Oh yeah. I almost would have recommended going for. Oh, there's your shack tool.
AMST. There's the shack.
With that investment down into Brinstar, I think he should have continued to check the X-ray and then maybe go up or down Red Tower. I think either would have been fine.
I'd have went up to wreck ship if he was going to do this and just clear out the whole top part of Super Metroid.
Mm-hmm. Minus the backtrack here of doing Pink Bryn backwards.
And there is Kana Samaria for Bress. That is full Turtle Rock access, I believe.
Yep.
And he knows where the ice rod is.
And he can get it, too. And it's not too bad to grab it on the way out of here. But at that point, you might as well invest in just finish Ridley and grab Ice Rod on your way out to Turtle Rock, because you'll end up on the mountain through the portal.
Absolutely, absolutely. Probably, maybe, depending on how he wants to do it, come down. He's got speed booster, do the ice beam, crumble shaft check into Croc, into Lower Norfair, out at Bubble Mountain, and then come across there and pick up that ice rod out of lava missiles on his way to Death Mountain.
Let's get some shack tool. I kind of want to see I want to see the ice clip to shack. I like that one.
Is finicky. I've become a big fan of the Crystal Flash clip to shack. It requires more ball bombs, but I really like doing it that way.
there's a method for it where there's actually a missing camera scroll tile in that room. So if you go up on the far right tile up into that top space in that room where the ice clip happens, the camera doesn't scroll and it makes it look like you just come through the floor. Keeps all the enemies from moving, so you can do a buffered input to get the clip. Kinda cool.
Oh, is that the one where you run in and jump over and freeze that Puyo above the sand and stand on it?
Yeah, that's one way.
And then jump up and shoot. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think Metroid did a video showing how to do. Apparently, Bressingham foregoing the shack tool check. I can understand him foregoing the plasma check at this point because he doesn't have plasma or screw attack, and doing it with speed booster is annoying.
Going for that 25 power bomb count. Danny not opting to do the spark here. Spark is a pretty fun strat.
Faster way to get through here too.
A little bit less.
You would have actually lost less health doing the spark.
For sure. Oh no! Ooh, these hits hurt. I'm a little worried for the Ridley fight now.
Yeah, because remember, the damage reduction from enemies has been altered on the Varia suit to accommodate for the fact that the environmental protection was boosted and taken away from gravity. So yes, this is problematic.
That worst in the game took 400 health there.
And the mushroom.
If it contains progression, that's perfect. That's what we want.
Because why not? Danny,
it's your favorite.
I'd rather seen an E-tank there than an oak tank, I guarantee you. Now, it's, I think if he gets through, and I hope he does, if he gets through amphitheater without a problem, if he falls in amphitheater, it's over.
Yeah.
But if he gets through here, he'll have an opportunity to fall.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a game knowledge thing, knowing how to fall out of that door without landing on a pirate.
Yeah, you just run out, you don't jump, and then you down back, and that'll put you right on that ledge to the right and above that pirate if you do it right.
Some bless RNGs for the Ridley fight.
Well, Danny looking for a little help here before he goes down to Ridley.
Oh,
pick up the.
Yeah, that's a solid. He got power bombs, so that we're in a really good position for some crystal flash.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying something about what Bressingham got from that speed booster shot. I didn't see what he got. He kind of froze up.
We've got the play-by-play with the frames.
And I'm not blaming Daaanty one bit for the way he's doing this. Kill them, yes. It'd be faster with the plasma beam. It takes 6 super shots to kill.
Oh,
no, not like that.
There's some thick enemies.
Bressingham finding that's got to be the last of the 30 note tanks that are in this seed. And it looks like Bress is doing exactly what you talked about. He's coming on down here to the Norfair area. Yes, Link, you're right. They are.
Yep.
You can't even do the pass-through on them the way you do the space pirates in Worst Room in the Game during the power bomb explosion, because they don't even flash to let you pass through them.
Well, it's a little scary. 76 health. I'd be using those reserve tanks. Get them used up right away.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is
take a double hit like that. Oh, 20 health. Okay, at least they're off screen and not moving. And, oh, he used so many power bombs. So many power bombs. Can't do a crystal flash now. So close.
He is going to have to be so careful here.
Did he save?
That would be no.
Oh, no. Oh, that's confidence. Runs right at the pirates. A little health bump. There we go.
And then right back down. But okay, he gets another one. I would really consider going out the door and going back in and killing them again. Once or twice. Because these enemies here take forever to kill with just
I'd almost fly around them. If you go right to the right next to them, they'll fly underneath you and you can space jump through.
Clinched. That's a good word, Junie.
Nice.
Clinched is a great word.
Use the lava, do a crystal flash.
Meanwhile, while we were glued to this, Bressingham has obviously destroyed good old Kraid and finds his master.
Yeah, making some good progress over there. And having Meridio out of the way is substantial.
Let's remember, though, he did leave Shack Tool and the plasma check out right after finding that grapple beam. I'm not sure I really agree with that, but Bress is playing because he feels like he's playing from behind. I'm pretty sure that's why he did that. If he hadn't taken those falls and that death to Mothula, I think he probably would have checked Shack. Yeah, and Junie making a good point. It might be a while before Danny finds that gravity suit, because Swamp was a pendant, was it not?
Yes, it was.
Ooh. And Bress taking the route that I thought he would, checking Ice Beam, and then and there's the best beam, Wave Beam. Did he pick it up?
They're gonna get kitted out as they try to wrap up this seed.
If I only had some frames.
Let's check out this Ridley fight here.
Yeah, Danny's got it. He's about farmed up to full. He should be all right for this. And Bress did make the correct choice and pick up that wave beam. Good on him.
Far off the Turtle Rock now. Or, no, did he not grab the ice rod when he was in there?
He did not.
That's the stop now.
Danny, meanwhile, starting his Space Pelican fight. He's got 45 supers. It only takes 30 to drop this clown, so he shouldn't have much trouble.
And there it is.
Nice fight, Danny. Nice fight.
Also
And
getting a
Danny
message
finding.
there.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yes, my bad.
No, Jinx. we both wanted to yell it out. Got that Master Sword. All these bosses are hanging on to swords.
Okay. Well, that means that let's see. I can say with some certainty that both of our runners will have tempered sword by the time they get to GT. Barring somebody doing, you know, a big dice roll. And there we go. Bress. It looks like Bress is heading straight to Turtle Rock. Yeah, isn't it adversary? That was almost, it was like ridiculously easy. It almost killed him 3 times to get to Ridley, and then Ridley was like a minute and it's done. Of course, now he has to get back out.
Yeah, that plasma beam is very strong, so I wish he had been using it. That's a good one. There we go, let's see. So we're going to see whether or not, I think this is pretty pivotal, whether or not Lower Norfair has anything for Danny, or if Bress gets some progression in Turtle Rock.
Well, we've already seen, yeah, that's right. We haven't seen these items coming up. We've already seen most of Bubble Mountain. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. I'm an old man. My heart is not good. Thank you. But chat bringing up the Relkin actually bringing up the point. One of the main issues for Danny right now is gravity. It is in Pendant Swamp. And as long as he is missing that, he is going to be at a distinct disadvantage.
Yeah, the medallion for Turtle Rock was in Meridia, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oof.
Dragon missile.
We got to keep a close eye on Bress's frames there, see what's happening.
But again, we also saw Bress do those item skips, and that may come into play. So this is by no means over. But I have to say, this race is living up to be everything I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. This is a scary amount of health for these last 3 musketeers.
I'd kill him. I'd just do that. I would kill him.
Oh. By standing on that last tile the way he is, that the pirate can actually dive all the way down on you.
Yeah, that is inviting a drop down. He needs to be a little left and shoot up along the edge, because that top one especially will drop down on you. But he gets through it, man. You've had that happen too, huh? Think you're good sniping, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yep. Just swoops down, gets you.
Now, there are a couple of items here in Bubble Mountain we haven't seen. Specifically, the back of Norfair Reserve, I believe. And Danny will check Wave for the first time.
And get rewarded with that spring ball. I know. Oh, he did grab that one. Was it Bress who skipped the spring ball?
No, Bress. I thought Bress grabbed it.
Oh. Oh, it just skipped the wave. They both grabbed the spring ball then.
That's right. That's why Bress had blue mail. Yeah, with the ammo that he had and he hadn't saved, I don't think he wanted to risk a soft lock there. Now, what really could be, if Bo is back here, that would be big.
That is one of the last, isn't that the last item they need?
I think so.
Yeah, with all those missiles.
And there it is.
There it is. Wow. We've got a race, folks. So it's a matter of when Brest thinks to do Ridley, because that'll come up naturally on the way out of Ridley.
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, he'll do. The only thing that really hurts Daaanty on is that's going to keep him out of swamp for a while, and he needs to get in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, and I'm sorry, MST is right. That kills Ped and Shaq. That is go mode, no mode. We are in no mode.
Mm-hmm. So if we see, wow, this has been a really low health Norfair.
Not really. He's got 7 and some reserves. It's just the fact that he doesn't have that enemy protection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just knocks you down.
So if Daaanty opts to do the full pod Eastern play, that'll suck up quite a bit of time. So it's kind of fortunate for Brest to not have that.
Yeah, Daaanty making all of us clinch a little bit. Now, Brest, of course, not knowing how soon he's going to be in go mode, so he is checking all of Turtle, including all of Laser Bridge.
Yeah, good point, Chad Rain. That means that Wreck Ship has literally nothing. Nothing at all.
Which you will often see in this randomizer. It's funny. You would think that in a full randomizer that, you know, by random chance it would have something in it, you know, a fair amount of time, but for some reason it's quite often nothing. Almost as if by design.
You know, there were a few versions ago, Wreck Ship even had a lower chance of having anything. They had to fix that logic because the game was biased towards Link to the Past dungeons.
Yeah, that's when there was like, what was it? It was just about always something in Ice Palace and
Pod, yeah.
all that. So,
yeah, no safety door is going to cost Brest some time.
yeah, unfortunately, headbutting that head does not really help you. It helps Trinet. Okay, and Daaanty about to pick up his tempered sword, which he will be happy to find. Brest taking the scenic route there.
Yeah, doing a little spin.
But refilling his magic, and he won't have to do Laser Bridge this time.
Opting not to do the safety door. Feeling a little more confident.
Nice strat there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before.
No, Brest has blue mail. The thing that would have made me take the safety door is you're doing Master Sword Trinex. Or in this case, or Hammer Trinex. I typically take the safety door. If I have tempered, I don't really worry about it.
Trinac's actually playing nice. That ice head didn't shoot after so much time.
Yeah, he never does that for me. Usually he's spitting almost immediately.
Oh, okay, we do have a magic refill. That's good.
Now, this is worth pointing out, I think. Ice Palace is a crystal, correct?
Yes.
Bress did not finish it, did he? He
No,
just
yeah.
got it all and dipped out.
Yeah, has to go back.
So Danny has that done. Unfortunately, it depends on what Danny's choices are going to be here, because I don't think he did Croc. He's going to have all of Wreck's ship that's left in Super Metroid. So after he does this Pod Eastern play, which, wow, look at this. Oh, he's already cleared most of Pod. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
So
but after he does this and finds nothing, would he be more likely to go to Super Metroid, to the places he has to go, like Wreck's ship, rather than doing the Pendant Swamp play?
Yeah, Pendant Swamp is going to be... Yeah, that might catch up with him.
It looks like Bress is doing the Spike Cave check. Now, worth mentioning, we have not seen Charge Beam. And I don't know what their ammo is like, but I don't think they quite were at Mother Brain level ammo yet, were they?
Yes, so...
Yeah.
Daaanty had 45 supers and 135 missiles.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, plenty. 90 missiles with 45 supers is enough. But that does mean either refilling missiles or doing the gate or the Zeb skip.
You know, with that ice wave, he'll get the Zeb skip. And here he goes into Lower Norfair. All right, so these next few minutes are going to be key for Daaanty. Because, you know, Bress is he's gonna run to Ridley. He'll get that sword, and like you said, on the way out, unless he just forgets to do Norfair Reserve, he's gonna find that bow, and that's go mode for Bress.
With let's see, with a dungeon advantage still, like I would trade that. Like, go mode ice is going to be quicker than not go mode turtle rock.
You're absolutely correct.
Or even go mode turtle rock. I think by the time he ends up there, he'll be go mode, because he just needs gravity. Now, with grapple, I think farming right next to Ridley's room with grapple is a little quicker than power bombing those. I'm not sure though. It's probably close.
Absolutely. Although it's worth pointing out that even without charge, Bress is going to have plasma wave ice, and that's going to destroy a lot of those things that Danny was having to power bomb. Like those big side hopper, I forget their name, the big side hopper-ish looking things.
That's a good enough name for me. I don't remember it either.
MST knows their name, probably.
Disgigas.
Thank you.
Makes me think of Earthbound. Not there, close to the Earthbound boss.
Disgigas is the name of your second child. Okay. Bressingham, luckily remembering he has space jump.
Yeah. Yeah, entering that room while spin jumping there, while you have space, way faster. You don't have to crawl around on the floor. Okay. Pod Eastern done. This is the moment. Does he go swamp?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of key for Danny right here.
Yeah, wrecked ship is going to be a time sink if he does the attic. That would be a run ender right there.
Yeah, which Bress has not done wreck ship either, but by the time he does, it's a straight go mode for him, and he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he will know that when he gets there.
It'll be go mode Fantoon into Mother Brain for the finish, I think.
Which is the Super Metroid Dream. Now look at this. Look at this.
He's going to swamp.
He's going to swamp. So Pendant Swamp over Wreck Ship for Daaanty.
Yeah, wrecked ship is a slow one.
And I'm guessing that Daaanty, part of what might have made Danny choose this is he knows he can zip through swamp pretty easily. He's a lot more comfortable in Link to the. It is a big play. I'm still giving the advantage to Bress. Danny still will have to do Meridia and find everything there.
Oh yeah.
At which point he'll realize he's in go mode, so he'll get to go mode Turtle Rock. But by that time, Bress will be doing the go mode Swamp Eastern Pod combo and be heading to GT.
I think there might even be like 3 to 4 minutes of time Bress will have just on Super Metroid execution alone for the remainder of the run.
Yeah. Yeah, Relkin, I expect to see him. He's going to pick up that gravity in here. He's going to leave here and go straight to the back of Meridia, just like Bress did. Bress, meanwhile, pumping Ridley full of missiles. And that's it. The Pelican is dead. Bress should be picking up his tempered sword here. Both, really. I started with Super Metroid, but I'm a big Link to the Past fan. My poison right now really is the combo randomizer, because it gives you both.
Yeah, why not both? Okay, what's happening here?
Danny is doing Bomber Down, which is a variation of Diver Down, in which he's going to go in there. There we go. And he's going to get that key even though he flooded it.
Oh.
Now that's kind of what Diver Down looks like, except what you do is after you pass the big chest, instead of pushing that statue on the switch, you just go through that right door, and in that flooded room you do that same clip, and you can get those chests and go right through the door and on to Argus.
I'm getting a lesson in Link to the Past today.
So we get to see where we missed gravity.
Must be on the way to the boss.
Bress, meanwhile, making his way up through the escape out of lower Norfair. The key moment really here coming up for him, will he or will he not forget Norfair Reserve? That's kind of what it's going to hinge on.
I really hope not. That would be very, very sad.
Yeah, I hope not too. I'm not trying to commentate or curse or anything, but that's, at this point for Daaanty, that's pretty much the only thing that can save him. I think that's my opinion, but and there you have it. And there was gravity. And I guarantee you right now, Daaanty is probably feeling a little bit behind.
I'm not sure about the decision to stay in Swamp. Get out of there.
Well, he's still missing Kana Samaria. He's missing Bamos.
So you just gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
All right, so Brett's just going to do some balling through the keys here. He's got enough health. And he's got both suits coming out. And here we go. Oh, that's right. Bress doesn't even have high jump, does he? Bress did the Brinstar skip. And there he goes. Here it comes.
Go mode incoming.
And there he sees it. At 2:22:22, bressinghamvoigt is in go mode.
Wow. 120 missiles, 40 supers is exact ammo for Mother Brain.
Yeah, and you can count on him picking up a couple of more.
Yeah. So that's not something to worry about. As somebody who has soft locked themselves at the Mother Brain save with not enough ammo, I'm happy. I did that in a race.
Oh God.
Yeah. And it was a 2v2. We were about to beat Asdor and I ran out of ammo.
No! Oh man.
No, Bress did not get silvers. Silvers are in Blue Brinstar.
Nah, but he's got tempered sword, so that's not gonna be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Daaanty, meanwhile, heading back to deal with Dragon. Now let's see, where was Kana Samaria? Was at Aqueduct, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that the is it Crab Supers? Is that the one?
No, Crab.
Snail. It's the snail clip one, is what I mean.
Yeah. I believe that's his go mode, right? Kana Samaria.
Yeah, that should be the last one.
Okay, well, at least he will not have to do the rest of the checks. He won't even be checking the sand pits. Because as soon as he finishes here, he's going to go through, and your first check, especially when you have speed booster, is Aqueduct. So he's going to be in go mode here pretty quick.
Ooh. This is... Wow. I'm doing some quick math here. We've got a fan tune on each side. Okay, that's net zero, sure. We've got Eastern Pod Ice versus Turtle Rock.
Wow.
That's going to be a close one.
Well, I mean, one thing in Bress's favor, he also came in here and did some pop.
Mm-hmm. And Eastern, too. Eastern's going to be very quick.
So this might not be as... You're right. This might not be as far in Bress's favor as I thought, because when Daaanty finishes Turtle Rock, he's going to be right there on Death Mountain. Plus, he has silvers. Bress will have to do silverless.
Mm-hmm. And that's really nice routing for Daaanty at the end. Turtle Rock, Gannis Tower, Fantoon, Mother Brain. Couldn't ask for a better ending.
You watching this, Junie? So let's see. I would say typically about 20 to 23 minutes for GT and Mother Brain escape. So we're looking at possibly a 305 to 315 range on the seed,
which is pretty good. That's a pretty good run considering what they were dealt.
No, Jenny, you're thinking of Asder. 12 checks RBO and I'll holler at you. That's his thing. And there it is. At 2:26:39, Daaanty is now in go mode. And he's going to want to go. Another thing Daaanty could do here is come right out and go ahead, eliminate his go mode Fantoon, and do Mother Brain, because that saves him part of the escape time out of Mother Brain and the trip time. I don't know if that's what he's going to do or not. It looks like no. Okay. But he could have gone out the top and come out right there at Red Tower and headed direct ship.
Yeah, it's all coming down to these final routing choices.
I got to say, personally, that's what I would have done. Right or wrong choice, that's what I would have done. I would have gone out the top and gone direct.
Yeah, you avoid the elevator. Well, I guess no, there's elevators the other way, but that routing is really smooth. And the strats, like the movement to get out of the top of Meridia that way, super fun.
Yeah, I mean, he was already right there. He had space jump. He could have just fallen over and gone.
One elevator ride and you're right at wreck ship. But he'll save it for later. Probably only like a 30-second difference or something.
Well, you've got the save and quit and then the reset to the ship. And then the trip across to Fantoon and back. 30 seconds to a minute range, yeah. Plus, you have to count the time that he spent going down that elevator and coming back out at Death Mountain. Yes. All right, so Daaanty is entering Turtle Rock about the time Bress is finishing up and going to be heading to do go mode ice. Wow. Silvers were in Blue Bryn, I believe, behind Morph Ball.
Ooh. See, this time, like, Turtle Rock is going to be a little longer than Go Mode Ice.
Yeah, I think so. Especially Bress has got Tempered Sword now.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a quick fight. I doubt he does Icebreaker doing Go Mode Ice.
Is it faster to do Icebreaker?
I wouldn't think so in Go Mode Ice. Well, actually, it might be it because you're saving the conveyor room and the bomb jump. Also depends on whether or not you have the big key, I believe. Don't you have to have the big key to go the icebreaker route?
Yeah, that makes sense. Looks like he thought about it, and he turned around. Oh, no, he just went back to flip the switch. He is doing it.
Okay, that's so he doesn't have to have the big key. Okay. All right.
Oh.
So now you get to see icebreaker. And there it is.
Yeah, it looks like we had some resizing stuff going on.
Bress, what you doing? Bress, you don't need anything.
Yeah, weird. Maybe
Did he need a key?
I don't think so.
Well, no, he already had one.
Interesting. Oh, well, now we have no worries. There's the big key.
Oh, silver's a charge. Okay. Oh, he must think he's ahead now because of that swamp play. He has no idea how tight this is. All right, maybe he's got an inkling because he's not checking that big chest.
Yeah. I think it was just an alternative route. Making sure that he got the keys that he needed.
Wow, this is going to be super close, y'all. I think Bress is going to make up the time for the climb, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it could be really neat. If they're both entering Ganon's tower around the same time, we might see some overlap.
And that is it. Bress's last boss is down. Yeah, he is. And here we go. They're putting their guesses in already. 14, suckers. Blandation, come on, man.
Blandation got it on ya. I'm 7. I want to go with. Oh no, wait, no. Relkin got 7. Good choice. Good choice.
I called you a sucker. How?
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's the key. First key on Laser Bridge. That helps. Oh no! Why are you checking chests? Get out of there!
Because he's looking for charge.
Let it go!
No, I think Bress. Well, this may come down to right versus left, and big key layout because Bress is going to enter GT ahead of Daaanty for sure.
Even that extra time checking the laser bridge is going to add it to this.
That is true. Danny has silver's, Bress don't, and Danny will make quick work of that Ganon fight.
Okay, let's check the time. We'll check the time that Bress enters, and that'll be the difference between the two right now. So the cutscene ends at 34:48.
All right. Give me a sec. I will be right back in.
Absolutely, no problem. That's a very good point, 64-bit. Huh. Wow. That is a hell of a... It's a hell of a Ganon's Tower. You know, after everything that the seed did to us at the start, might as well give us a good big key placement at the end.
Wow, the big key was 1.
Yep. Okay, 34.48 compared to... uh, 05.
17 seconds. This is tight, y'all.
Yeah, a minute and under a minute 20 difference. So it's all execution at the end, but it is Bress's to lose. Oh, I'm guessing that Daaanty will not be grabbing those fairies. There's a good 5 or 6 seconds there.
But he is going to take a minute to grab the...
What is he doing?
Did he not realize that he found Big Key?
Oh no. Or he's looking for ammo? Oh, this is... Whew. Just grabbing a little bit of ammo. These choices, though. The laser bridge.
He has no clue what that just cost him, possible.
Yeah. If you just go hard on the execution, you gotta get to the end right now. Go, go, go. These tower rooms are going a little faster. I know Bress had a little bit of hang up on those that first room there. Yeah, the silvers aren't too substantial. There are a lot of rooms that you don't even need the bow for. Do you know how good Bress's silverless is?
Oh, he's good. He's fine.
Okay.
With tempered too, yeah, he's good.
The exciting thing about this is, if after this drama of Ganon's Tower, we still have the drama of Mother Brain and that whole 7 minutes there.
Well, I kind of give Bress the edge on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he does get his powder, which is going to give him, hey, buddy, you need a key. No, he don't. Never mind.
It's got just enough.
Fantoon patterns will also come into play here.
Good point. Yeah. Also, Fantoon execution. Fantoon can cost you a lot of time.
Well, neither have Charge Beam, so it's going to be a missile fight. Yes, they can get different patterns. Which is huge, because a fast, fast, fast over a slow, slow, slow is about, 45 seconds. All right, and Bress knocking off the ALTTP fight. Meanwhile, Danny is here at Moldorm 2 and has defeated him. Wow, guys. Yes, the Ganon warps will be different as well. Good point.
I've got the AGA 2 time written down here. I kind of want to see whether any of that gap was closed. Oh. In a rough AGA fight so far. Oh no. There we go. See when it is. With all of things said and done, the gap is about the same. So he shaved off about 7 seconds, or what is it? 9 seconds of the lead.
So that puts it at about 1:08.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Bress has started his serverless fight.
Ooh, nice double spin off of the trident. Wow! Just walks through the bats.
Oh, Bress, don't Bress.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's the silver advantage coming up. It's not too far apart now.
All right, and Bressingham has Ganon down. Put your G's in chat for him. Oh, look at this. I think Danny was going for the triple there.
Yeah, he got 4 singles though.
Look at this, man.
Is that an under 10-second difference there?
G for both. Oh, wow, man.
Okay, let's get a time here. 2:43. I'm gonna time it right for when he leaves the ship. 55 gets control.
Don't go, Bress, don't go left. Do not go left. Bress. Bress.
Oh no!
Wait a minute. Daaanty is not saving either.
Oh, okay. He went
Nope,
the right
he's
way.
going right. Oh.
That's 15-second difference between them right now.
Easy.
Oh my gosh, only 15-second difference.
Yeah, he can at least soft reset back the ship, but he's going to be punished. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it just hit you, didn't it? Wow. That could very well cost Bress the race. What is it? And Daaanty is checking.
But why? All these choices?
Don't know why, but okay.
Oh my gosh. Don't
Oh,
pull our heart.
Danny is not
this.
real comfortable with the mother brain fight.
Is he gonna damage boost off that ghost? No.
Danny really wants, yeah, MST. Danny really wants charge.
I hope he doesn't waste any more time on the way out of here, though.
No, but he's got plenty of ammo, man. He don't need that charge.
What is that? 120 extra missiles? You have a lot of leeway to miss. Yeah, Fantoon Fight's gonna play a role here too. Definitely not a ripped breast yet, Snake Lancer.
Okay, so Danny just doing the let's get it over with method here. Not really trying to Doppler or anything else. Just, all right, there you go. If breast gets a fast here, nope. Oh, Danny getting flame lane there.
Oh my gosh. This, the timing that they're both on Fantoon at the same time is kind of nuts.
After all of this, all of the divergence, here we are.
Oh, just super. Use a super.
And there it is. Danny has Fantoon down.
That's, there's the lead.
Not to mention he's up a ship refill.
I think they both refilled, didn't they?
Bress lost that when he did the reset.
Oh yeah, true.
So at 2:47:33, Danny comes out the door.
33.
Oh, and Bress getting hard right there, but he's got it down.
7:33. That means in the last little bit he's lost about a minute and a half. He was a minute ahead. And now is about 40 seconds behind. I wonder if Daaanty's had the feeling here, like, wait a second, I have to go.
This is, oh God, when Bress finds out that doing that forgetting Fantoon cost him the race. Oh my God.
Yeah. So many turning points here. The refill, the unnecessary refill, you had enough.
And Bress doing the shine spark.
He didn't need to refill. Oh my gosh. MST, I agree. This is too much. They're 2 rooms apart. That's it. Oh, that's a good point, Lilifin. Bress can't do baby skip because he never found high jump boots.
So can you believe it? After all of this back and forth, it is down to the wire, y'all. And Daaanty has a slight lead here.
Oh. I guess it's smart to use your missiles. I'm just like, no, go faster.
Yeah, they refill pretty easy. Now, when you're talking about the baby skip, Daaanty does have the high jump boots, but he also does not have the wave beam, which makes getting that seaweed or whatever that is out of your way a little peskier while you're jumping around trying to avoid the baby.
Oh, being grabbed by Metroid. No. That time lock. Let's see. Bress is very tight on ammo for this, for the mother brain.
He is.
That super count. I think he realized he's got to save those supers. Now, if Daaanty would have saved time here, he'd be, yeah, damaging as much as he could. Unless he's going to get... No, yeah, damaging your health down first would have saved a few seconds there. Yeah, just like Bress is doing. Although, that said, Daaanty did have lower health to start anyways. Even the lack of wave beam is going to play a role here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Not having wave makes it so much harder to get that seaweed stuff out of your...
That gap is closing.
I think this may come down to if Bress has to go back and refill or not.
I don't think he'll have to. He'll get the skip. That's a good point, though. Bress's ammo count means that they can miss 20 missile shots.
Oh, well, he should be fine then.
And if you miss 3 supers, you can only miss 2 missiles. So that's a little, could be a consideration, but see. Oh, the lack of wave for Zeb skip doesn't look like Daaanty knows to aim straight up. Daaanty doesn't know the waveless skip here, and will have to refill.
Well, wait a minute. Don't you have to charge? Use charge?
No, I think if you get yourself underneath and you hold both triggers to aim straight up, you can freeze it. Just takes a regular shot. Oh, the lead has changed.
Yeah, but look at all this ammo that Bress has used.
He's okay. He only needs 30 missiles for the last stage. What is... Would you look at that? Bress has to go refill. He used too much ammo. Bress doesn't have enough ammo for the fight. That's it.
And what's going to really toast him later is if he had gone straight to wreck ship, he would still be able to win.
Yep, even with the refill. Well, he didn't go refill, which is the problem. We could see.
Wait. He had 37.
So with 40,
he's
with 40 supers, you need 120 missiles. He needed full ammo for the fight, I think. Oh, did I get the missile count wrong? Oh, I must have gotten the missile count wrong, yeah. So that would be... He has 9 missiles to spare. Thanks, chat. I had my my missile math off.
Yeah, because he was 23 super short, and
It's
yeah, 3 missiles per super. Yeah, so that's 69. He had 9 to...
just enough. Whew. I'm glad to have been wrong. Also, wow, I didn't know that. If oh wait, no, stand up doesn't change anything. He doesn't have charge. Let's see, what's the time difference there? It's like 10 to 15 seconds. I don't know if there's 10 to 15 seconds to save on escape.
No.
Nope. Okay, Mother Brain made the yelling noise. 07. Yeah, shaft climb. Good call, Wesker. That is one place where Bress could make up that time. Even execution on these final shots. Yeah, that's like 7, 8 missed shots from Daaanty, 9 missed shots. So
yeah, you got to get kind of a rhythm going.
Yeah. It all counts right now. If you had told me this is how it would play out, I wouldn't have believed it.
I knew it would be tight. I just didn't know it'd be this tight. All right, at 2:57:19, we've got the writing, the escape announcement. Do you know how to mark them finished?
I sure do.
All right, good, because you have to do that for them to get the invite, and I want to get them in here.
Yeah, I've got the console open. I'll get them in here.
All right, thanks, man. I've never messed with it.
Oof, yeah.
All right, and Daaanty is shine sparking up the shaft. Just a little climb through the parlor and a dash to the ship Bressingham right behind.
That'll do it. Yeah. Forgetting Fantoon. That's the difference right there. 2 ship recharges and a walk. Doubling that walk. GG.
Get your GGs in chat for Danny. He has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 58 minutes, 47 seconds. GG to him.
What a race indeed. That was fun. Welcome to chat, Bress. We'll get you here in the voice in a sec.
GG's, Danny. And bressinghamvoigt has finished in second place with an official SRL time of 2:59:38. GG to him. Daaanty, I knew it was going to be a race, man, but I didn't know it was going to be this.
Dude, me and Brett were talking about it in IRC, and coming down the stretch, I was shaking. I was like, I don't know the damage table for Mother Brain. I didn't know if it was something special, like Ridley. So I just know it's, what, 60 supers, and I had 55, and I was like, I'm going to hope that 100 regular missiles is enough.
Yeah. Bress was within, was it 4 or 5 missiles for his Mother Brain ammo?
Yeah, he had 9 missiles to spare.
9 missiles to spare. That was a stressful one.
And bressinghamvoigt, Bress, GG, man. What a race. What a race. Did either of y'all have an idea of how close it was?
Yeah.
I felt behind just because I made those 2 really long dives into Super Metroid without morph, like up Red Tower with ice, and I just felt, yeah, I just felt stupid behind. I was like, well, I got to make gambles.
Well, as it turned out, go ahead, Brett.
I also felt super behind and gambled a little bit. But mostly because I died. I had a really, really horrible pre-morph sphere where I died over and over, and I knew those were all things that Daaanty was not going to be dying on, like Mothula. I even like had trouble with Moldorm 1 with Fire Sword. So I was really tilted early and I felt behind early.
Yeah, that's actually kind of the way it played out. There were some lead changes. Daaanty, you were in the lead early. Bressingham had some trouble with Moldorm, some serious trouble, and that death in Skull Woods hurt. But when Bressingham, when you went in and went ahead and cleared Pendant Swamp and got that gravity, you pulled in the lead, and you were pretty much in the driver's seat from that point on. It was close. I hate to tell you this, I really do, man. What cost you the race was forgetting to go to Phantom first.
Yep.
It was that close.
That sucks.
It does, man.
But that's all right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, y'all had such wide divergence, but then at the end, you were pretty much neck and neck. Danny was right behind you. Now, he had silvers, which he got out of Blue Bryn. They were behind Morph Ball. You had to do the silverless. That pulled it closer, but you were still ahead coming to the ship. I think they were what, just I don't know, 10 seconds apart, 20 seconds apart coming to the ship.
Yeah, it was that close. Even like having to have reset after you went to the Mother Brain statues, refilling at the ship cost you those few seconds too. It was tense. Chat was freaking out.
Yeah. I think you guys saw me sort of stop right before the glass because I knew if I activated the fight without enough ammo, I would lose more time than sitting there and doing the math. So I figured I had just barely enough, and then I don't know. I wasn't really good at that on the fly math because I really didn't know, and I near the end there I missed a couple shots, so I was really lucky that I actually was able to kill Mother Brain.
So it's every super is 3 missiles for Mother Brain. It's not special like Ridley.
Okay, yeah.
Well, now I know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought it was 6 myself. I was like, oh no, he doesn't have enough.
Yeah, I thought it was 6 for a minute too.
Yeah, I was really hoping hoping GT Big Key for some reason would not show up early, and I was like, maybe I'll find Charge or I'll find another pack of supers at minimum. And then GT Big Key's first chest, and I'm like, let's go. We got to go get a key. Let's just go check Stalfos' room and hope there's a super pack in there. And no, there's not. So I guess that was some time lost too.
Well, I mean, both of you did. I mean, despite some of the problems you had, both of you did really well. This seed started out so trolly with the run you back and forth, and both of you sub 3 in the seed just speaks to how well that y'all performed. I knew this was going to be great. I know, that's why I signed up for comms. I knew it was. I had no idea it was going to be this close, but it really was something to watch. Now, Daaanty, this puts you firmly in the brackets. What do you think about that moving forward?
I can't wait to get absolutely destroyed. I feel like I just lucked into 2 wins, if I'm being honest. With so much Zelda progression early on in my first game with Junie, and kind of the same thing happening here, I guess, if Bress was taking a couple of early deaths with low percent. That's kind of what I need in an SMZ3 seed. Like if it's a ton of low percent, you saw probably in Lower Norfair how well that went when I went down with just Very. I was like, I'm gonna die here. I was like, just go super slow and don't die. Just don't die.
Yeah, that the enemy protection reduction really makes a difference when you come down to Lower Norfair with no gravity, as you demonstrated. We were all clinched was the word that kept getting put in chat. We were all pretty clinched.
I was between clenched and shaking like the whole time, and then when I saw Bo, I was like, "This is a good enough excuse to go back to Link to the Past." And then I was doing Eastern and Pod, thinking, "Please let there be some kind of like major progression, like something to get me into Turtle Rock or something." And then absolutely nothing. And I thought, well, I need this to still be Zelda to win. I'm gonna gamble Swamp, and this is probably gonna lose me the race. But apparently gravity was in there, so
that's what I figured was your thinking. You know, I had kind of expected you might have gambled Wreck Ship being so. Neither one of you touched it until the end.
Well, I thought about Wreck Ship and I thought about like Croc area, but knowing my SM skill, I thought, well, if I go to either one of those, I'm gonna bleed time, and you know, if it's progression, I probably lose in those places, but you know, if it's trash and I go there, I definitely lose because I just knew I would like bleed time out that way.
Well, Bress, this is a tough loss, man. I mean, your routing was so on point. You made a lot of the great calls. I mean, your performance was great. It's those early deaths and that one slip at the end cost you, but still, I mean, it showed how tough of an opponent you are. You are going to face June in the next elimination match. Say, you know, for sake of argument, nothing against Junie, say you win that. What do you think about that going forward?
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know how the brackets work, really, other than that there's 2 different seeds. See Junie in chat saying he's easy. We'll see. I'm happy Daaanty's moving on. He's really good. He definitely deserves this win. I got some practice to do. I'm not going to worry too much about like the Fighter Sword Mothula, but probably Moldorm. I don't know. I was really nervous the entire race, so I need to like figure out how to keep it together a little more.
But still, for both of you, I mentioned at the beginning, I met both of y'all during the first the first one I was in, that A Link to the Past Plando tourney. And I remember when both of y'all said, "Hey, I want to check out this SMZ3." And now both of you wiped the floor with me, which is a little aggravating. But you both really come so far. I mean, you're both really tough competitors. And I look forward to seeing y'all's races coming on. Hopefully I won't have to face you, but then there's that. But thanks so much for the race. I mean, it was great to watch. I knew it was gonna. I hope you enjoy the playback when you watch it. I'm going to give you guys got anything else you want to say?
GG's to Bress. He's a good bud, and I'm glad we finally got to play each other, and I'm glad it was a good race. But thank you guys again for the restream and all that, the commentary and the tracking, and everything, you know, behind the scenes. So I appreciate it.
Same. I appreciate everyone. It's awesome to be on SpeedGaming. You guys put in a lot of work. And GG's Daaanty. It was a really fun time. Glad it was close.
Yeah, GG's, bud.
Well, thanks, guys. It really was an awesome race. I enjoyed it. Please follow these runners. Follow my co-commentator there, N. Diaz, our tracker, Relkin, all the rest of the staff here at SpeedGaming. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the race. Check your SpeedGaming schedule. There's plenty more races going on. This tournament is hype, guys, and it is just getting better and better as we go forward. So y'all be sure and check it out. Hit some follows. Check out these channels. Check out the races. Follow the runners. I'm going to head off of here because I've been running my mouth for a while. So for N. Diaz and Bress and Danny and the rest of them here at SpeedGaming, AG out. Y'all have a good night.